Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chris Capper and we're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Just want to bring this coach to your attention. I took this in on trade. This is a 2014 Newmar Bay Star 3308. It is in immaculate shape. So let's talk a little bit about what we have here. First, we have the BASF Masterpiece paint finish, and this paint scheme right here is the hazelnut right there. And what's really amazing about this has got like that cut and buff feel to it. The same people that do the $1.8 million Newmar King Air put the same paint on this. So now think about this. This is a 2014 and this paint is still in just remarkable condition. So just shows you the quality and the longevity of the Newmar product line. Right behind this, these walls right here are not going to be laminated sidewalls because that's not the way Newmar does business. Just about every other brand out there has laminated sidewalls, and with lamination you can get delamination. You don't get that on a Newmar because these are built like a residential home with 16 on center using a C-channel. They can put that insulation, batten insulation, tuck it right into that C-channel, and then on the inside they put a vapor barrier with another piece of 5/8 inch bead foam insulation. So anywhere on a Newmar that doesn't have a wall or a door or a window, you're going to have at least one, if not two forms of insulation. So they truly are the quietest coaches, and they just keep the heat where it needs to be and the cool where it needs to be. So moving down here, I want to point out that we have brand new Toyo tires on the front and rear. So really nice. We at Transwest focus on making sure that your coaches are camp ready when you get to them. We've done a front wheel alignment on this, oil change, generator service, do a chassis inspection, interior home inspection. So what you're getting on this coach is it's a coach that has just a few hundred miles over 18,000. I think we're at 18,317 miles on this particular coach. It hasn't been used much. When you see the outside and the inside, you're going to see that this is just such a great deal for someone who wants to get their family out camping. So right above me here, I have a nice awning, and this is a fabric awning, and the seams are going vertically down this, so that allows the rain or snow to melt going down, doesn't provide a stop in there. And then at the very top of that, if you'll notice that there is a metal wrap. So especially in Colorado, that's really important, but really anywhere you are, the reason this awning is a 2014 and yet it's still in such great shape, A, the prior owners took care of it, but B, when that is wrapped, it's not getting those UV damage from the sun. So you know that this awning will last you for years to come and keep you and your family happy. So moving down here, we got a nice wide door to get in. We'll kind of get to that in a little bit. And then Newmar invented the slide back in the 1980s, first one to ever use it. And these are true flush mount slides. So those go flush into the coach. What that means for you is I don't have that sticking out here. Again, that's going to be a quieter ride for you because a lot of that noise is going to be from the wind hitting those slides, right? It also mitigates any water, dust, intrusion in there because they use really good seals and it's sealed inside, so just less chance for that getting in there. Looking up here, we've got these nice windows throughout the coach. Every window is going to be completely framed and then also gusseted around there, and then they're going to use I think it's a Sikaflex get that in there nice and tight, and it really becomes one with the wall. So really nice. These are going to be dual pane safety glass windows, so it's going to help keep the heat out or the heat in, depending on which time of season that we're looking at. So I've got some bays right here, so get those open. So we have some storage in there, and then also some storage here. Now what I have in here is going to be my Starlink box. So this has Starlink. Pretty amazing addition to this. So what that's going to allow you and your family to do is get internet just about anywhere in the world that you are with this right here. And so that's already been set up for you. All you got to do is register an account, set up your service, and we'll help you get all that done with that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut these. Here I've got my 6-gallon DSI water heater. And then I also have my Suburban furnace as well. So more storage in there, and just about all of these, if not all of these, have lights in the storage. Rear of my refrigerator right here, my rear Suburban hot water heater, furnace. And then more storage there is one of my tanks. So speaking of tanks, we have an 80-gallon fuel tank, a 25-gallon or 106-pound propane tank, 75 pounds of fresh water, 60 pounds of gray water, and 40 pounds of black water capacity. 208-inch wheelbase too. And if you open this, you'll see I have a Cummins Onan quiet gas generator. It's a 5,500 watt generator, running super nice. We've already done the checkup on that. Great shape. Again, we have a 5,500 because this is a 50 amp coach. So look back there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. So I've got a spare tire under there. Previous owner, great guy, put a spare tire on there. So it's not going to be a brand new one, but it's never been used and it's the same size. So now just check out this back right here. So beautiful paint. You can see how nice that shines here, and just great scheme right there. They opted in for the larger window. You'll see that when we get inside, talk about that a little bit. And then I also have a camera here that also has night vision infrared. So when you're backing in and out, whether it's day or night, you can see where you're going. And then we have this nice ladder so you can get up on the roof. Now this roof is a Brightech roof. It's not like a TPO style. It's a Brightech membrane roof, but it's a really nice option. I prefer it way more than those TPO style roofs. Got a 5,000 pound hitch right here. You can put 500 pounds of vertical weight on that. And what's pulling this, we get to the engine. I'm not going to open the engine up because we've all seen it, but since we're talking about the hitch, this is on the Ford F53 20,500 pound chassis. It's got the Ford Triton 6.8 liter V10, 362 horsepower, and we have 457 foot-pounds of torque. That transmission is going to be that famous torque shift, Ford torque shift transmission, 5-speed, and that's focused on maximizing your torque for towing. So here we've got a nice 50 amp cord right there. That looks at least 30, if not 50 feet, but I'm not quite sure. And then you also have a nice spot right here, so when that's out, you can put that in there, and that will hold open. I just gotta push this down, so you can just keep that open while you're getting all your stuff out. And then to get that down, there we go. Oops. And then lock it in. Another smaller compartment you can get on the other side of that. And again, that has the same ways that you can keep that holding open. Got my gas compartment right here. And then here's my wet bay. So with this, I've got a freshwater flush, freshwater inlet, outside shower. This is where I drain my gray and black tank, and then a small little sewage holding tank where you can put your sewer hose there. Probably not going to fit the modern day bigger ones, but if you have the original style, it will fit. So very easy to access all of that. And again, we have some more storage compartments. So there's my 75 gallon freshwater tank right there, and you'll notice that right here is going to be my water pump. So easy to replace that if you need to. And there's a slight bit of pass-through storage there, so if you like to go fishing, you can put some fishing poles back there too. And then on this side, I've got some more storage compartments here. So you can see I've got those two. There's zoo and join. So you can put larger pieces in there than if they weren't. And then here's going to be that 106 pounds of propane tank right there. Take care of all your water heater needs, refrigerator needs, furnacing needs. Got your driver's side window right here, that does, you can open that. And then got your convex mirrors. These are electric, these are manual, so you just adjust those as needed. And I got my side view cameras, bullets on each side of that. And then on this right here, I do have a PPF protection film, which does help mitigate any damage to that. Huge bonded windshield right there, lets you really see where you're camping. And looking at everything on this coach, the only things I really noticed on the outside is just a little bit of that coming up right there. But again, this is in remarkably good shape. So when I'm opening this, I have these automatic steps. I've got 2 steps here, a few inside, large door, screen door, lock and deadbolt, and then an oversized grab handle to help you get in. And then so you notice this isn't too far up from the floor, so if you have mobility issues, you can access this. And we also have a 4-point leveling system too, so it could be a little bit higher if you're on a slope, it might level it differently. So it's good to have those as close as possible. So coming on inside, I'm gonna let you kind of just get a view of how beautiful this coach is. Just done so nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these slides out. But you could see you could easily access anything that you needed. While we're looking here, we have the Inca Tan decor with the sienna maple with glazed doors on the cabinetry. And this does have the solid surface upgrade to it. And then they've also upgraded this flooring. So this is thicker than what you normally see on the average coach, and it is done in this diagonal pattern. Makes it really easy if you've got to replace it or anything, but this flooring is in just such great shape. Let's come back here and look at this bedroom. And what you'll notice as I'm opening this is we have a queen size mattress right here. And originally they had a upgraded mattress on here, and then the prior owners put a foam insert on the top. We also, while I'm doing this, I have a nice privacy door right here. So if you just want to get up in the morning and not have to worry about anybody seeing you, you can just shut that door and change or do whatever you want. All right, so here we go. So now think about you're camping at the beach or in the mountains. You've got these nice windows on each side of you. You can open these windows up. If you're at the beach, you can smell that salty sea air coming in. Just remind you of why you worked so hard all your life to enjoy your retirement. And then you can look out this beautiful window and you can see that sunrise over the St. Augustine beach, or just, man, Colorado, we get some beautiful golden skies. I mean, John Denver wrote some songs about it, right? And living here for 6 years now, I know why. They're just absolutely phenomenal. But just, you deserve it. You deserve a good coach. This is a low cost coach too, so you can store what you want. You've got these nice cabinets that open. Harder for me to reach that one from here. Let's see. All right, so look at all that space. So you can store a lot of stuff up there. And then we have these nice lambrequins right here. This is kind of like a suede type finish. And then I've got my blackout shades there. And then, don't want to forget, we also have a nice window here, but I'm going to open. Oops. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty, guys. Thank you for staying with me. Drop my mics. Getting a little bit too boisterous, I guess. Okay, so this right here does open. And then you have additional storage space here. So I've got these nice pneumatic pieces. Look at how thick this bed base is. That's the Newmar quality. I see a lot of these, they're really thin. So you have that. This is if you need to ever get in, work on that slide. That's your mechanisms right there. But again, Newmar has some of the fewest slide issues in the industry. It's a nice just cogwheel design. So coming over here, let's get a look at this nice closet space I've got here. And then since you're already back there, just join me in looking at this one as well. So do you think we have enough space for all your camping needs? I do. Nice Sony Bravia television right here. Another nice window. These are all going to be jalousie style windows right here. So if you do have that open a little bit, have your fan on, it's going to just pull that air in. If it rains a little bit and you're not here, you don't have to worry much about that water getting in. And again, we also, doubles as an emergency escape window, so it has an extra function to it. Now, when my wife is getting ready in the morning, if it's not too early, she likes to sit in front of a window and have her little makeup mirror there. So here we have a nice little plug right there. If you want to have a hair dryer or curling iron or flat iron, you could have that there. You could sit right here, have your feet propped up, have your mirror there, and just make yourself as beautiful as you know you are. So great little option right there. So I have a lot of drawer space in here. So you'll notice these right here, just nice wood drawers right here. So beautiful the way Newmar does everything. So all these are going to be the same. So I've got 5 drawers here, and then that's going to be my vent for my heat, bringing that some of the heat in here. Looked at that, and then here is where I have a Sony HDMI DVD player, and look at that Starlink. That right now is connected to the world. So anywhere you are, you should be able to have Starlink access to it. You can trade your stocks, you can stream TV, communicate with your grandkids, pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and check out the bathroom. So I think you'll notice when we first come in, it's just how beautiful this wood is right here. So I've got the fan open here, so you can open and shut that. And that does have a cover on it, so you can actually have that on even in a rainy or snowy environment. So a little storage space up here. Notice Newmar's famous quality there, so it keeps you from hitting that. And then I have my electrical stuff right here. My fuses are all labeled nicely, and then so are my circuit breakers right here. So if something's not working, you just come over here, look at it, oh, that's tripped, and then just correct that. So looking at this, look at how big that is. I mean, this is a medicine cabinet fit for the Rolling Stones. So if you can't fit your medicines in there, I don't know what's going on, but I wish you the best. I have a heating pad right here. So in colder climates, we have 110-volt heating on our storage tanks, right? I've got my lights right here. I can turn my water pump. So the water pump is where you need it. I've got it in the kitchen too. And here I have a GFCI 2 outlets right here. Now, if I look on this side, kind of get out of the way. If you have to, you can probably store some toilet paper and stuff down there, but that's also your PEX connections there, so it's very easy. And you notice those connections are at that floor line or above. And then a nice little storage drawer right here, plenty of space. And then I also have, so this is something that Newmar was doing. If you've got your grandkids here and they can't reach the sink, guess what? Little step stool right here. And you can still store whatever you need to under there. So perfect for younger children, place for your toilet paper holder, and then more storage under that sink. So, and then you'll notice my heating vents are coming from under the shower. And the purpose of that is, A, it's a good spot for them, but it also does provide some warmth to the shower. So I've got glass doors right here, and then here with these shoes on, I'm probably about 6 feet. Got plenty of space above me right here, so about a hand and a half, and plenty of space to roam around. I got a place to put my soaps, shampoos, whatnot, and then the shower here, we have it down. Don't want to bring that up because it's winterized. I don't want it to drip any winterization fluid on me, but that hooks right in here. And you notice this is a one piece on the wall, and then the piece on the floor actually comes up probably to about right here. I guess somebody's calling me about this video. So that will, the water will drip down. Even if some came up, it'd have to come up so far, you're in good shape. So one of the things you want to make sure before you travel is that this is completely shut, and you just lock that in there. So, all right, done in the bathroom. Oh, forgot, porcelain toilet here. Porcelain foot flush toilet. So there you go. And then of course we have a nice full-length mirror. So whether you're in the bathroom or just standing there, you get a chance to see my cameraman. Hopefully he's not there when you're changing. And then right here, well, actually I'm gonna let you come through so I don't block you, brother. Here I have additional storage. So whether you want to have your linen closet in here or your food pantry, you have storage here, which is pretty cool. This is a cool floor plan because you do get so much storage space. And then talking about pantry, look at this. So I've got storage space here. I've got these drawers that come out full length, sliding drawers on a stainless steel drawer glide. All these drawers are stainless steel drawer glide. And then I have a secret little compartment here. So when I want to lock my slides in when I'm traveling, if you want to do that, you can do that on each side of your slides. And I'll show you that tool we have over there. So right above here, more storage and more storage, and that goes through. And we have these nice European style hidden hinges, and those have a nice closing mechanism. It's going to keep those in there nice and tight. So Norcold refrigerator, gas absorption fridge will run off of gas or 110, made in the US. So you don't have to worry about trying to get something from another country, paying the tariff on that now. So with that right there, we're going to have these parts in the country, and it's easier to maintain. Norcold's been around forever, probably longer than I've been around, and just tried and true tested technology. It's been nice convection microwave oven right there. So we've got that fully set up. Whether you want to put some wings in there, pizza, whatever, you can convection bake that, or just microwave it to get some water heated up real quick. And since I'm going to switch this over here, let's get this out of the way. So I have a 3-burner gas grill right here, or not grill, but stove. Now check this out. Because we have the upgraded Corian countertops right here, they also opted to put that backsplash in. So it's got this nice gold bronze color on that. It looks really beautiful. It's going to be really easy to clean this, okay? So if you're cooking that bacon in the morning, like I like to do on a Sunday morning, about once a month, that is just going to splatter. It's going to be easier to wipe. Plus, this also creates a backsplash, so that's easy to wipe. And when you're not cooking, this will come flat right here, and you get like a nice little countertop piece. So lots of storage space right here. Under sink light, have another light under here, and then both of these open up to a dual undermount stainless steel sink. And then right behind that sink, you'll notice I have a window that opens. That is a side slide window there, but you can see the kids out there having fun. Keep an eye on them, make sure not doing anything too fun. And then here we have a flow and a spray valve, hot and cold, and you can move that accordingly. Underneath here I have 3 drawers. So So you'll see that each one, it's a little cold in here, so when they're colder they open a little harder, but so you have 3 nice storage drawers in there, and 2 smaller ones right here. So here's my remotes for the Sonys. These are the original paint samples right here. Probably, well, it doesn't look dried out, but I'd probably, if I needed it, order some more. Those numbers are going to be on here. But let's say you forgot where those numbers were. Here's the other drawer here. Those numbers will be right here. So you can call up us, or you can call up Newmar directly and just say, hey, this is the paint code numbers that I need. You can see I have 4 different paint codes. You can see this was painted on October 8th, 2013. Can you imagine that? This is 11 and a half years old, this paint job is, and just what great condition it's in right now. Newmar Country Club, great owners group. I recommend you join it. The original owner manuals are right here. And then, don't want to forget this, but I have additional storage space here. And then previous owners have a little cutting board in there for you, so you can cut everything accordingly. And then we're going to switch around, because when mama's getting the food cooking or papa's getting that food done, kids are down here having some fun, maybe eating some appetizers. I can sit 4 people right here, 2 seat belted positions here. I have 2 here and 2 here, 2 there. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 seat belted positions. Pretty sweet. I have another emergency escape hatch style window right there. Now, if you just want to sit here and have some coffee, maybe eat your oatmeal, you can have the TV on right here. So I have a Sony television. We have some additional storage. These are adjustable shelves. So if you needed more pantry space, or you just wanted to store some games or something, space there. And then above here, more adjustable shelf storage. So pretty sweet. Everything is just taken care of for you. Now, if you're sitting here, you can watch a TV there. But if you're sitting here, you can watch a TV over there. So either position that you're sitting on this, you have access to watch that TV. But if you're like me, you probably didn't go camping to watch TV all the time. Now, we talked about our grandkids or kids. This right here is such a great family coach, because this right here does go down and makes into a bed. So I can sleep a couple of kids there, or 1 adult. Very comfortable pieces here. And then I have storage under both of these, identical storage. And this is all nice real wood right here. It's none of that junk you see in a lot of today's modern stuff. Now, what's cool about this is, in addition to having 2 seat belts under this, this makes into a queen size sofa sleeper. So again, I can sleep two adults here. So I can have my kids, my grandkids, which I don't have grandkids yet. But when I do, kids here, grandkids here, and mom and papa in the back. Got more storage up here. And then just all these windows. So double glazed windows, just to keep things cool when you want and warm when you want. And then we have these really nice LED lights on the top, and then we have these nice little lamps that just bring a character and a charm to this coach that you just don't see too often anymore. Now, with seatbelted positions and you're driving, your guests who are seatbelted might want to have a drink with them. So I've got 2 on each side here, and then right across from us, I have 2 here as well. So let me put this over here. You can see that this right here is a jackknife sofa. So you can sleep another small kid there, or maybe your dog just likes to have his or her own bed. So nice little spot for that. And then here, more storage. Did I say we have enough storage? Because I think we have enough storage. This is a 33-foot coach, guys, and it has this much storage. There is additional outlets right here, so you can plug stuff in. And again, just so many windows all throughout. So looking over here, you can see this has, I guess, a Winegard satellite system on there. my awning extend and retract, I can look at my levels right here, see where my batteries are, and then I can also see what power is. So I can see I'm getting power from a generator on 2 legs, alternating current 1 and 2. I can turn my step off, so that'll go in and out automatically when I open the door, but when I'm at the campsite, I want that on, right? Gas and electric Atwood heater, water heater right here, and then here's my slide controls there. That's my Magnum inverter. So you can see I've got that on, got AC coming in, and then now I'm inverting. So very easy. If there's an issue, that's gonna glow red. You don't wanna see that. So there's your battery disconnect. So when you put that in storage, throughout the coach, you're gonna see these little speakers up top, which are really nice to have because you can get the sound system throughout the entirety of it. Little warning right here, like, hey, don't forget to put your antenna up. It's got a Winegard TV antenna up there. And you notice that all of these vents are right down the center of my coach. Why does Newmar do that? Newmar does it because when these slides are closed and you've got that generator running, you're running your air conditioners. By the way, I have two 15K Penguin generators with heat pumps on these. So when those are running, I don't want to be cooling the tops of my slides. I want a nice convection current. So no matter what the status of these slides are, in or out, you're gonna get proper heating and cooling from Newmar, the way they do things. It's when you know the difference. So I've got 2 fantastic vents in here, and this is pretty cool. So I was not aware that Newmar was so ahead of the game, but they have, not only do they have an outlet here and an outlet there, plus a 12 volt, they also have 2 USB-A outlets. So this is 2014. Newmar had this in. They are innovators in the RV world. They're always making cool stuff. So they were putting that in 12 years ago. So pretty amazing. Flex steel furniture throughout, very comfortable. And when we come up here, start that Triton up. So again, we got that 6.8 liter Ford Triton V10. Not a whole lot to show here. I've got a battery boost, so in case I need a little extra help on my battery system. I've got for the chassis or the generator, I can use that generator start and stop right here. I can turn these fans on, high, medium, or low, or high or off. And then this is going to be a tilt wheel right here. And then this is an electric, so I can actually adjust this up, down, tilt. Both of these chairs, by the way, do turn around to become part of your camping experience. And there's your rear view, side views, side views. Now, of course, you're not going to have your slides out when you're going, but pretty nice. And then I also want to bring up that we talked about leveling system, heated mirrors right here. And then one thing that Newmar does, they call this the dog house down here, right? Place I try to stay out of when I'm at home, but every once in a while I do annoy my wife. So with the dog house, what Newmar does is they actually put more insulation, so that's going to help block the sound and the heat coming from that engine. So it just makes it a more pleasant driving experience. So again, I think I've covered everything in here. Don't forget, we've got Starlink on this. This is a really great cream puff of a coach, taken care of by some friends of mine that traded this in on a Dutch Star. So clean Carfax too, just want to mention that. We're on a 2014 Newmar Bay Star, not a Bay Star Sport, but the full-on Bay Star 3308. My name is Chris Capper. We're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'd love to help you out with this coach. Please give me a call. You can reach me at 813-333-2988. Me and our Transwest pros here will take care of you. Thank you so much and happy camping.